Okay, we're really motoring with this web page now. So we've learned about the preset layouts. We've learned how to set up the directory in a website. We've learned how to alter the page properties. So what are we going to learn now? Well, we're going to complement our page with some graphics. What I want to do is I want to get rid of this grey area and I want to put in a big background graphic behind my web page, and then this white section here I'm going to add a background gradient. Now you can leave it, but I'm just going to show you just so that you know how to do it if you so choose. And then along the top here I think I'm going to put a graphic as a banner, and then finally I'm just going to show you how to just insert a graphic just to complement your text and just make your website look that more professional. So let's have a look at first of all this grey area here. Now I'm going to replace this with a background image. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to work out now where this grey area has been set in its properties, so I know that I'm going to change it. So I'm just going to go to body, and here I can see that it's that yellow one that we were looking at. What about this other body? Oh, there we are. Okay, let's just click on that. There it is. So I know that it's this body that I need to alter. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just delete that background color. Okay, so make sure it's selected though, and you don't delete the whole or other properties. So it changes all of the body to that yellow. Click on body and the properties come up. Go to background, browse for your graphic, for the background graphic. Oh, there it is. Bosh. It's just a brown background with a bit of pattern on it. Click on OK. Now what I want it to do is I don't want the background image to move when the user resizes their browser or they're scrolling, so I'm changing this to fixed. It just makes it look slicker. And I also want to make sure that this graphic is centered, so let's choose that. Bang, in we go. And then finally I want the graphic to start or be placed at the very top of the page, so I'm going to click the vertical top, click on apply, voila, click on OK, and you can see the brown background. I don't know if you can make out some of the patterns, but there are patterns on it. So that's how to change the overall background of your web page. Now I want to look at this white section here. Now as I said, you can leave it, it looks perfectly fine, but just so that you know how to change it, I'm going to change this one. I'll have a look at this area here. Now all of this seems to be white, so I want to work out how or which one I should be looking at. So I've just selected on the outside. I can see this container. Yeah, it goes all the way around, the content, if you like, and there it is, class container. So I know I've got to look at the container tag property. So here we go. Background, and there it is. Yeah, that is hexadecimal for white in so hashtag FFFF. So if I click on that, go to background, okay, I can see that that is set to white. So what I want to do is I'm going to just delete that property so it doesn't interfere. Oh, look what's happened. I've broken the cardinal rule. Yeah, dark text on a dark background. Notice, that is how poor that looks, and it's a really important design feature that you keep in, or design rule that you keep in the back of your mind. Dark text on a light background. So here's my background. Come on. Now this will repeat itself just because of the type of image that I've created, and so actually I don't need to muck about with any of these settings. And I'm just going to click on apply, and there we have it. Oh, how nice is that? Anyway, as I was saying earlier, yeah, dark text on a light background, light text on a dark background. I mean, just look at that footer, for instance, and that shows you what I'm talking about. Now, along the top here, I want to put a graphic and make it right across the top of my web page. So I've clicked into header, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double check its properties. There I can see that that also has been set to white. There we are, hexadecimal for white. And what I'm just going to do is simply insert the graphic. So I'm going to delete that logo placeholder, though you might want to keep it for a logo that you might have created. There's my header. I click on OK. I'm going to give it a relevant name. So remember, to insert, you go to Insert, Image, click on OK, and there it is. Ooh, classy. Okay, so what's the last thing that we've got to do here? Well, the last example that I'm going to show you is just to insert a graphic, to complement your text, and it works quite simply as this. Insert or click your cursor, go to Insert, Image, navigate your way to the graphic that you want. Make sure that that graphic is in your website directory. Put some alternative text, hardware, click on OK. Now look what's happened, it's just whacked it in the middle of the page. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to use the alignment tool in your properties bar at the bottom. So notice this image is selected. Look down here, and here you'll find one option with your image selected, and if you click on align, I'm going to click on right. Bosh, there we have it. Okay, and really the last thing to do is yes, save your work. So file, save, and then preview it. Go and have a look at what it looks like. So file, preview in browser, choose your browser. Okay, oh nice, this hasn't opened fully, so I can show you. Look, if I scroll, that background image stays exactly there, and if I just, let's resize this window. Look at that. Now that is, that looks slick. Maybe the graphic actually could do with a bit of touching up, but you get the point. And there you have it.